Today we're taking a look at the Sam Wilson Captain America. Despite this being a repackaged figure with a new set of wings, I'm really excited to crack this open as I didn't have the previous Sam Cap. So without further ado, let's get him out of the box and check him out. And here's Sam out of the box. And as you can tell, he's the exact same figure as before. Nothing changed on him besides the blue paint and I think a bit of the gray paint on the knees and the belt here and maybe up here as well. I don't have the old figure, so I don't know exactly, but from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure that's kind of the only changes. Maybe the hair is a little bit different too, like the hair might be darker on this one, I believe. But besides that, same exact figure. That being said, I am really happy to have this figure because I wanted a Sam Cap, and that 3-pack is just a bit pricey. So it was nice to get this figure. Although, being in Australia, it was a little bit pricey here as well, just to get this alone. But whatever. I like the lighter blues. I'm happy to have them. One thing that really does stick out to me, though, is this small chest and his huge shoulders. He does look like a superhero, but I don't know. The chest just seems pretty small. I don't know. And his shoulders look completely, roided out. He's got those roid shoulders. So it kind of bothers me, but at the same time it doesn't. It's okay. Like I can work with it. It's not too bad. And then the rest of the figure looks pretty great. The paint looks good. And yeah, I'm quite happy with how Sam Cap looks. And for his accessories, he comes with his new Cap shield, which looks incredible. I love the look of this shield. I love the blue and like how the wing is kind of making the star happen here. Yeah, I'm digging it. I love this shield. Then he comes with, of course, his jetpack, air wing setup, whatever you want to call it. So these come detached, but I just put them in and I don't really feel like taking them out. So they're quite big. I'll try to bring them out over here. As you can tell, they're quite the size. His wing pack, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, couldn't think of the name. But yeah, overall, this is a big reason why I think a lot of people wanted this figure, because the previous one didn't come with any wings. So that's pretty cool. And they articulate quite well. And then last but not least, he comes with a throwing hand, like his shield throwing hand, and another gripping hand. But these hands are actually different than the hands that he comes with. I think these hands are off one of the Captain America figures, where as you can see here, his hand is completely different. Are you gonna really tell? Probably not. Is it the biggest deal? Probably not, but I don't know. You think they could kind of, for a deluxe figure, put in the proper hands, but oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so for articulation, he can do full rotation of the head. He can look down about that much, look up about that much, which is really good for a flying character. Not really any tilt, just a little bit, not too much though. His arms can come up about that high. Full rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which go about that far, not much further past 90. Wrist rotation and hinge. A little hinge going there is a little bit tight. And then he can crouch down about that far. He can go back about that far. Let me move his hands out of the way, his arms. Go back about that far. He's got a waist swivel. He can kick up about that high. Move his hands out of the way. And he can kick back pretty good. He can not do the splits. He can't really go out that far at all. Upper thigh swivel. He's a clicky figure. He makes some clicks, that's for sure. He's got double jointed knees, which don't look too bad. He's got boot swivel. He can point out that far, and he can't really point up at all because it's being blocked by the top of his boot right there. So not pointing up at all. And then he's got ankle rocker. And that is his articulation. But we'll go on to the wing pack here. I'll show you a bit of the articulation here. You can move the wings up. So you get it in frame here. You can move the wings up about that high. Comes down, kind of like notches down to about there. And then you can change the way this wing is angled. So you can have it tucked in like that. You can have it more out, up. Yeah. plenty of posing possibilities with his wings here. And here's a look with him with his shield on and his wings, and honestly, despite him being an old figure, I think he looks freaking sick, to be honest. He's fun to play with. These wings are nice and tight, they're not loose. His pack stays in quite nicely. You have the option to use the clip on the shield or for him to hold it. And yeah, I've been kind of preferring him holding it lately. And yeah, it's fun to pose him around. Move his wings around. Let's get him up high. I know that kind of looks a bit ridiculous. What about getting him around here? Yeah, honestly, he's fun to play with. Here's a bit of a size comparison with the newest Bucky cap and Captain America, and I think these three look great together. I'm definitely looking out for that new Hydra cap. They don't really sell it here in Australia, so I'll be on the lookout for that. But yeah, right now these are my Captain America figures, and yeah, quite happy with Sam here. And here he is next to the Model 70 Iron Man and the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. And he does seem a little bit on the short side. I don't know if Spider-Man should be taller than Sam Wilson, but yeah, they all look good together. The colors look great. Marvel Legends knows what they're doing with the colors. Alright, so closing thoughts on Sam here. I really like him. You know, with that being said, this is my first time having this figure. I can see if you had this figure previously, or the older version, how you'd want to possibly skip it. But if you want the wings, you want the new shield, the lighter colors, I think it's worth it. Yeah, you know, I didn't have the old one. Maybe if I had the old one, I would have skipped it. But I kind of think the wings kind of make it worth it. Like, the wings make this figure, so you know, I think some people got their wings 3D printed for their old figure. So if you have that, well, I guess you don't need it. But yeah, if you want those wings, you want this sick shield, I think it's worth it. Worth the premium price? I don't know. For a reissued figure, or essentially a reissued, I think they could have probably just have done it at a normal price. I mean, we didn't even get, you know, pinless arms or anything. No updated articulation. So I don't know. Debate about that in the comments down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts, because I'm curious what you guys think. With that being said, guys, I'll wrap this video up now. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button, consider subscribing for more figure reviews, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.